Hello traders, welcome back to this video. It is another day to do our top-down analysis, and today I have some few pairs for you guys. So in today's video I won't be analyzing GBP USD and Euro USD. I'm still waiting to see if I have a clear direction, and I will be updating you guys on, let's say, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll be updating you guys on GBP USD and Euro USD. So today I have BTC USD as my first pair, and on BTC USD we are in a clear bullish movement to the upside. Price is breaking structures to the upside, and as for now I expect a pullback, a deep retracement to see if price will be coming to fill in these fair value gaps. So in the daily time frame, you can see clearly we are in a very bullish movement. And if I want to buy BTC USD to the upside, I want to see BTC USD filling in these fair value gaps. So I have this fair value gap here as my extreme fair value gap. And this is the best fair value gap I expect price to come into before having the move to the upside. So currently right now, price is reacting from this first fair value gap. We have this first fair value gap here. So price tapped into this fair value gap, and we have this candle forming, and I think we also have a support and resistance level at that point. So if you extend this one to this area here, you can see this is a support and resistance level, and I think that is why price is reacting from there. So if price won't push uh, the upside and clear the external liquidity, I'll be expecting a reaction, and then the price moves to the downside into this extreme fair value gap. So this will be my best point of interest, this fair value gap. And if I want to take a selling opportunity to the downside, of which it is very, very risky because we are currently in a very bullish move to the upside, I'll try to look and see if price will be reacting from either this point of interest or this extreme point of interest up here. So we have this order block here in the 1 hour time frame, and also we have this order block here as well. So, and we also have some liquidity sitting just above it. So let me extend it. So we also have this liquidity here that has already been taken out. And if I would want to take my sales to the downside, I would like to see price taking out this order block as a liquidity, and then tap into this order block here before moving to the downside. So I would rather choose this order block because it has swept liquidity on this side here before having that aggressive move to the downside. And then we have a very good fair value gap below that order block. So it can be a very good point of interest to take a trade from. So as for me, because right now we have the price reacting from the first fair value gap, if price will come into that order block, this one order block here, I will be using this as my liquidity, and then I'll be looking to take a trade from this order block to the downside. So, and then if I will take the trade from there, I'll be targeting this area down here, or this as the first profit. So as for now, BTC USD, personally, I won't advise you to take a selling opportunity from this point, unless you have a very good influence, or let's say maybe a very good confirmation to the downside. But as for now, on BTC USD this week, I expect BTC USD to be dropping down into this extreme fair value gap. Then we look to take our buys to the upside. So this is the overview for this week. I expect price to drop into this fair value gap, uh, fill in this fair value gap, the daily fair value gap, and then we look to take our buys to the upside. So on BTC USD, we are still bullish. So make sure you look for buys on BTC USD to the upside. Make sure you use this analysis to get your buys to the upside. So that is my view on BTC USD, guys. So I also have gold as my next pair. So on gold, gold is still bullish to the upside, and we had some very good uh, analysis from our last video. So if I drop into the 4-hour time frame, let me clear some of these lines. So we have some lines here. Let me clear them. So right now, if I zoom in, you can see that price was forming a bullish structure in this side here. Then we had this as our last break of structure. And then later on, the price cleared this low. We had some struggle here. Price was struggling to clear this low. And later on, we had that low being cleared out, which we marked as a change of character. Then we also have a very good zone up here in the 4-hour time frame, a very good order block. So as from the last video, I told you guys that price might be looking to come into this extreme point of interest, or we might see price because price formed this change of character. Of course, if you take your fib level from this high, price must always pull back into the 50% level, and then we look to sell to the downside. So because of this change of character, if we want to look for a selling opportunity, we have to get a confirmation before we take our sales to the downside. So remember that if you're using the higher time frame, your stop loss will be very big. So and if you are going to use if you want to have a small stop loss, you should always try to look for your trades inside the lower time frame. So if we want to take our sales to the downside, we had some selling opportunity here. We had some aggressive selling to the downside on gold. So we have this aggressive selling here. And if we want to confirm that price is going down to clear this low, we must see this law being taken out. And I told you guys from the last video that this is the law that will confirm to us that price is willing to come even lower to clear this external liquidity. But as for now, we have this reaction from this order block. So price was moving aggressively to the downside, and then we had this break here to the downside. So if I go into the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that. So we had a break of structure here to the upside. Price broke that low, forming an internal change of character to the downside, and that is why we see that price when price came into this order block here, we have a very good reaction to the downside. So if I want to confirm that this low is going to be taken out, you see this low here, we have that low. If I want to confirm that this price, the on gold price will go down to clear this low, I want to see this low being taken out. We have an internal structure here. We have this as our last break of structure to the upside. That this low that broke structure to the upside swept some liquidity on this side. So we had some sweep of liquidity here, and the price went up to break a structure. So because of that, this is the strong low depending on this internal structure. So if this low is going to be taken out, if I see a candle closing below this low, I will know that price is going to clear this external liquidity because of the internal structure shift to the downside. So if price breaks this low to the downside, I'll have a change of character, and I'll know that this low is going to be taken out. And I'll know that this change of character here is a valid change of character to the downside. So that is why we have price reacting from this area. You can see if that is a change of character, price came into that area, tapped into that area, and then we have the aggressive selling to the downside. We have an internal structure, a break of structure. So if price will be if price will be clearing this low, we will have a change of character to the downside. That means price will be looking to take out this external liquidity. So on gold, let us wait to see if price will be clearing this low, and then we look to take more sales to the downside, or if price will be reacting from this low, and then we see some buys to the upside. So right now on gold, I'll be expect if price will clear this low, I'll wait for price to come up into this area. So we have this. So we have this area here, a very good order block. So we have that area. So if price will look to will try to sell to the downside, I'll be taking my sales from that area and then stop loss above that area, and I'll be targeting this external liquidity. That is if we see price closing below this low, form a change of character. So my anticipation is that price drops down, clear this low, and then reacts from this order block to have the pullback into this area, and then we take our sales to the downside. So on gold, I'll be giving you an update. I'll be giving you more update on gold as the week starts. Let's say maybe Tuesday or Wednesday as well. So make sure you are here for that also, and like this video. So I also have US 30 as my next pair. So on US 30 this week, I expect some bullish move to the upside. I still expect some bullish movement. So if I come into the 1 week, into the weekly time frame, we had this bullish movement from this support and resistance level. So price tapped into this support and resistance level, and then we have the aggressive move to the upside. And right now, we expect this external high to be taken out, this liquidity there. So we still have to look for buys until price clears this high. So if I drop into the daily time frame, that is exactly what we are going to look for. So we still have some bullish structure to the upside, and price is currently reacting from this high, but we still need to look for more buys to clear that external liquidity. So, and inside the 4 hour time frame, we have a clear break to the upside. This first, the once price came into this high, we had this sweep of liquidity. This is not a break of structure. Then later on, price we see some candles closing above that high, meaning we have the break of structure. So because this high cleared this high's liquidity, it means this low is going to be used as a liquidity as well. So as for me right now, because of this break of structure, we have this low that formed this break of structure. So I'll be expecting if price will be coming down, I'll be expecting this low here be taken out as a liquidity, and then let's say maybe price comes into this order block here and mitigate this order block before we look for the buys to the upside. So this low here is a strong low because it took out some liquidity here before going up, then swept this highest liquidity. We have this pullback, an internal pullback, which we call a major inducement, and then we have the price moving up to form the break of structure. So if price will come into this extreme area, I think price will be taking this low as a liquidity. So this low here is going to be used as a liquidity for me. And then I'll be trying as much as possible to look for my buys from this area here. And then we have this low where we'll be having our stop loss. Then we target the external liquidity. That is if price will be coming down here this week. So my view on US 30 this week, I'll be expecting price to have that sell to the downside before mitigating this level, and then we look for buys to the upside. Remember, we are looking forward to taking the external liquidity from the higher time frame. So if you would like to hold the trade, you'll be targeting the external liquidity up there. But it is okay to get that high there. So on US 30, if you want to take your selling opportunities to the downside, I think price is reacting more to the downside. We have price reacting from this area here, but I don't think price cleared this low. Yeah, price cleared this low's liquidity, but as for now, let us wait to see if price will be going down, then mitigate this area. Remember, this is the last order flow. We have this last selling before the buy, the aggressive buying to the upside. So that will be our order block. The last order flow before the buying to the upside. So that is my view on US 30. Let us wait to see on how this week plays out. So we also have USDCHF. So today I'm analyzing for you guys USDCHF. So on USDCHF, we are in a very beautiful downtrend in the daily time frame. You can see this downtrend, a very good downtrend. So price came up here, reacted from this area, and then we have the selling to the downside. So price tapped into that area, and then we had a change of character inside the 4-hour time frame. If I zoom in, you can see that change of character. So this was the last strong low because we had this low being swept out as a liquidity, and then we saw price having that break of structure to the upside here. So this was the last break to the upside, and then we have price having the change of character to the downside. So after that, we have price pulling back. Price came into this area. We have this high sweeping some liquidity. So it is a strong high. Price didn't go above that area. So it was a strong high. And then now we have the price going down to break this structure. So after a break of structure, we always expect a pullback. And this area here will be uh, an internal liquidity, an internal structure, so it will be taken out as a liquidity. So I'll be using that as my liquidity area. And then let me mark the break of structure for you guys. So we have that as a break of structure to the downside. And if price will be pulling back, I want to see price coming into this high here. On the daily time frame, we have a beautiful order block there. So this will be the point of interest where I will be taking my selling opportunities from. So it is a very good point of interest because of this fair value gap and the last buying before the selling to the downside. And as for the pullback, I will be expecting price to tap into this demand level here. Once price taps into this demand level, I'll be expecting a pullback into this area, and then we look to sell to the downside. So this will be a very good setup for this week. I think this is one of the best setups for me this week. I'll be looking forward to take this selling opportunity from this area to the downside. So if you are a swing trader, you should be looking forward to this USDCHF analysis, and then we'll be taking the sales from there. Stop loss above that area, then target the external liquidity that will be formed here or down here. So we generally expect price to be going down and clear the external liquidity. Remember, we are in a very good bearish movement to the downside. And of course, this low will be taken out eventually. So make sure if price comes into this area, make sure you utilize this opportunity. So this is USDCHF. Don't forget to like this video, guys. This is my last pair. So thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss on any analysis that we have in this channel together.